Why US and others can't help Nigeria, John Campbell, when it comes to insecurity. Former US Ambassador to Nigeria, Mr. John Campbell, has said that if the federal government does not address the problem of human rights abuses by the security forces, Nigeria may never receive from the United States and its allies both technical and financial assistance in its fight against insecurity. According to him, US laws prohibit the American government from providing technical expertise to security forces accused of human rights violations. He therefore charged the Nigerian government to restore public confidence in security forces, especially the police. The ex-US envoy spoke on Friday during the maiden edition of Grow Nigeria Conversation with the theme Reversing the Flourishing Economy of Kidnapping and Banditry, Immediate and Long-Term Solutions, which held in Abuja. Campbell, who joined the event virtually, said the Nigerian government has to do its best to restore public confidence in security forces, especially the police. Outside Friends of Nigeria can provide technical expertise to the country in its fight against insecurity. However, under US law, we are prohibited from providing any technical expertise for security forces accused of human rights abuses. Human rights abuses are a huge barrier to a more cordial relationship between the US and the Nigerian security forces, and we know that addressing this barrier is a complex issue. There could be financial support to help the build-up of security forces. There could be a transfer of technologies if human rights abuses were to go away. The possibility of a deeper relationship is possible. Continuing, Campbell argued against the payment of ransom to bandits as a solution for the problem of kidnapping, describing it as both illegal in the US and Nigeria. The payment of ransom is illegal in the US, but it could be extremely unpopular, particularly to those close to the victims of kidnapping. It is also illegal in Nigeria, but common in the country, he added. In his remarks, a US Africa policy expert, Matthew T. Page, said the unwillingness of the Nigerian military to accept international cooperation was another major hindrance to Nigeria accessing help in the fight against insecurity from outside world. Wow. Obviously, we'd have to find if there's actually validity to this news, but if it's true that Nigeria is unwilling to accept international military cooperation, then what is the point? So it's very much deliberate, because you're telling they can't. Nah. He, however, noted that seeking out international assistance was not the way out for Nigeria, but that ending impunity and holding security forces accountable would achieve more gains for the country. Of course, I think they know that they'd be exposed 100% if they did, side with a lot of, because again, things will get revealed, and of course they do not want their inefficiency or their secrets to get leaked. But then again, it's like no one will ever protect your country as much as you should, because again, you think nothing's done for free. So again, it's even more ironic how the US is telling Nigeria, I mean, it's all help, beggars can't be choosers, but still, it's ironic how they're saying, oh, human rights is the problem why we don't want to work with Nigeria. And then you want to talk about human rights with the US? Let's not even start. What Page said, ending impunity and holding security forces accountable for gross human rights violation could actually achieve more gains in the long run than any international assistance we could provide, because it would restore the trust of the local communities and end radicalization of the local population and rebuild the legitimacy of the state. Moreover, ending human rights abuses alone cannot improve military-to-military bilateral relationship with Nigeria. That relationship has always been challenging. It is about cultural issue. It's about a cultural issue within the Nigerian military. There is a general reluctance of Nigeria to engage closely with foreign military partners in terms of allowing them access in a sort of close relationship required to have a sustained and meaningful training of troops over time. We saw that in 2001 with Operation Focus Relief, where the late Chief of Army Staff Victor Malu viewed American training of Nigerian peacekeepers as a sort of infringement on Nigeria's sovereignty and potential espionage. Speaking also, former Senator Senate President Bukola Saraki noted that while kidnapping was not a new phenomenon in Nigeria, the current scale was. He called for a greater accountability for the security on the part of the political leaders and a reform on the nation's justice system. We need, as a people, to hold leaders accountable, to have the willpower to do whatever is necessary and important for security in Nigeria, and also reform the justice system. If people have to wait 2 to 3 years to obtain justice, and criminals believe they can do wrong and get away with it, then we should be worried, he said. On her part, Tanwa Ashiru, a U.S. Force veteran, blamed lack of education, poor government presence in local communities, and large ungoverned spaces for the rise of systemic abductions in the country, especially in the Northwest region. Other speakers at the event included Kabir Adamu, the managing director of Beacon Consulting Limited, Cheta Wanze, the lead partner at SBM Intelligence, and Nnamdi Obasi of Crisis Group, among others. This is very revealing. Exactly. This person was the national ambassador of America to Nigeria. It's very much again, it's revealing a lot, because again, maybe because of his past position, he adds, a little bit of validity or trust. But the fact is that so Nigeria has been uncooperative with international forces if they could have gotten help, but then it's like with the US wanting to give help and using human rights human rights as an let's say not an excuse, but as basically the major deal breaker in them actually putting support. It's like, what kind of human rights do they want? Again, if Nigeria is willing or unwilling to cooperate, then it is what it is. It's our country and our leaders deciding this for us. But also, it's just like, even other international help, because we think that, well, obviously, as he says, in 2001 when they were training and whatever, the Victor Malu of that time said that the training was not fit enough, and again, there's a cultural clash. But I don't think that's an excuse. The world is different and there are allies everywhere. So I guess I mean, it depends on what people are trying to do or what the aim is. But the fact is, yeah, the accountability of our leaders, and we literally we don't even know what is going on in the higher places. Well, put what you think about it in the comment section below, and do not forget to like and subscribe.